Hey y'all, it's Mr. Exclusive. You are back to my channel. You are back to get the exclusive again. Welcome in this chat room. Everybody who's in here, I would like to say thank you for everyone supporting. First of all, I know I'm not on video today because the lighting isn't quite right. I need to get me a MacBook. I know it's better for quality for camera and stuff. So I'm looking into getting one of those. I'm just starting StreamYard, so I'm still trying to figure it out. So just bear with me. Um, I came on today to talk about Candy and Portia speak on it again because my videos didn't upload. They all didn't upload and all that mess. So I've been having a trouble with uploading. So now I'm able to go live, which I'm gladly for. So I'm going to talk about it on here and also put it up where you guys can see it. So it'll probably be better and more interesting for you guys. Portia, if you guys don't know, Portia did in live maybe like a couple weeks ago or a month ago now, and she was speaking about the text messages before season 13 that came on about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. If you guys don't know, Portia Williams and Kandi Burruss, where there were text messages of a group where they were going to go collectively to a group. As you know, Portia is doing her, excuse me, Portia is doing her Black Lives Matter movement at that time, and she was doing it on television and doing her special and that stuff. So they were going to go to the group as a collective. I hope you guys can still hear my screen has popped off. I don't know what's going on. Okay, now I'm back. Um, anyway, Portia had put together a group text because they were going to go as a group collective to Bravo and True Entertainment, which is a production company of Bravo, and they were going to negotiate some things. And Kandi apparently went ahead of the group and never told them until the end, and they didn't want to look like crabs in a bucket, as they say. So it kind of threw off what they were going to negotiate with the equality movement and everything that was going on for them as a collective to benefit from. So Kandi was said as to be a Terry Crews by Nene Leakes. I kind of agree with her because it seems like Kandi was only out for herself. She went ahead of the group and went on and sent emails to the company and got her stuff going. And then when she went back, it was like what they were getting ready, thinking that they were all going to get ready to go as a group and ass together. Kandi had already went separately, and it kind of threw them off. And I know that they were upset. Portia was like she wasn't upset. She was trying to kiss up the Kandi, I guess, so she wouldn't have any problems. But it would have been more beneficial, as she said, if they had went as a collective. So we have this going on all the time with us people. I'm gonna just say people of color, African American, us people. We tend to don't want to stick together. Sometimes it be for reasons that we don't like each other, or something that we don't like, or we let a simple issue veer us off from sticking together and making things happen that's going to benefit us all in the near future. We tend to focus on things that don't really matter and let it sidetrack us. Um, so yeah, I'm about to get ready to play this, and I'm gonna play Kandi's as well. And yeah, you guys let me know what you think, but give me 1 second. I'm gonna go out for 1 minute. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what I need to do about this video quality. I hate to show myself, but I will for a minute because it's crappy as hell. Hi, it's me, guys. Let me go back out. Give me 1 second. Now let's play the video. This is on Michelle Brown's page. I'll shout out to Michelle ATLN. Be sure to go subscribe to her channel. I love Michelle. Michelle is everything. I'm trying to be like her, but I guess if I ever get there, hopefully I'll get there one day. And if you guys subscribe and share and like my videos, it will be a great help. But I'm about to play this real quick. I'll just be looking. I'm trying to see. PORSHA live. Okay, hold on. Let me put it in. This is what she was explaining in the text messages, by the way, of what happened and how it was misconstrued. And she blamed actually Michelle for taking it out of context, but she really didn't. So here we go. Hello, good people. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm just going to take a moment so that everyone can turn their notifications on, can come on in the room and get settled, and there won't be anything left out. First, I want to just say thank you to everybody for clicking on setting your notification. Thank you for joining this live, and also thank you for your love and support over the years. Okay. You guys have been riding with me for quite a minute. I'm not going to take too long, I'm not going to take too much of your time today. To be honest with you, I'm quite nervous to have this conversation with you. It's definitely something that I'm trying to avoid and talk about. And not because of anything for me, just because there's a bigger picture. There's a bigger issue here that I just didn't want to touch upon or have exposed. But anyway, here we are, and I love you guys. Hello, I see you all in the comments, and thank you. I'm not necessarily going to be reading the comments or answering questions. I'm just going to talk to you and just kind of clear up some things that I feel is cleared up. So you guys know, on Housewives of Atlanta, we take part in a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? We have trauma, we have ups and downs, we have family, we have relationship with the girls, and then we have other issues and causes that we bring to the show that mean a lot to us. And for me, on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, bringing Black Lives Matter to the show has meant a lot to me, in a way that I just felt like our show needed to mirror what was happening in our real life. A lot of people were dealing with social injustice and seeing our Black people being killed, and I just felt like, well, that should be mirrored on the show. Did I even share the screen? Hold on, y'all. I didn't even share the screen. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I'm sharing the screen now. Yes. Okay, here we go. That is called a reality show. It should actually show what we're going through. That would be the proper and responsible thing to do. So with that being said,
that comes with a certain level of responsibility when you do something like that. And for me, you know, I know y'all have noticed this season, I really don't take a lot of part in the tweeting back and forth with the reads and the Instagram comments back and forth. And listen, it's hard because I'm human, and if someone says something about you, then you naturally want to easily respond to it in your phone. But I have really tried to just keep it on the show. That's when I get paid to do it, and I'm gonna do it on the show, okay? When I leave from filming, I have a whole lot of other life to live. I'm a mommy, I have a family, I have, you know, criminal justice work that I'm doing, and I have a whole career, other jobs, etc. Y'all know this, right? So why do I want to continue that type of negativity or drama or whatever? That's just my personal choice. I know that you guys love that a lot of the ladies tweet and, you know, get at each other and read each other. I enjoy it too, okay? I have in the past. It's just been for me this year, it just did not align with me needing to use my energy for other things. So I didn't take part in it. With that being said, there were still a lot of things that were being talked about that I felt I should have commented on, but I was like, I'm not going to comment on it. I'm not going to say anything, okay? In particular, I'm talking about an article that I saw this morning that really, it really upset me. It really did, and it was disheartening to read. There's an article that was done on all of the Bravo celebrities, and kind of, you know, opening it down on Bravo, and it spoke with some of the cast members, and it spoke with some of the Bravo execs, and they, you know, basically we're talking about so we can get a better right? So one of the conversations that was had into it, y'all know I talk a lot, so I'm gonna just get to it. Y'all know I like to talk, okay? And I need you to really understand what I'm saying. So this isn't a reading conversation today. This isn't a rushed conversation, but I will get to the point. So anyway, in the article, Kandi and Kenya, I believe Kenya was the person who brought up in the article my involvement with Black Lives Matter. Okay? The article is vulture.com. Anyway, in the article, I'm sure you guys have seen online where Kenya, you know, it's just, she's been questioning my activism. She's been having some things to say. Her opinion, okay? On her opinion, it is what it is. You know what I mean? You're not going to be able to please everyone. You know, everybody doesn't know your heart. I've never had a sit-down conversation with her about why my efforts are what they are concerning criminal justice and Black Lives Matter. So however she feels, it's cool with me. Honestly, it really is cool with me. The reason I'm bringing this up is because there are some things that are in this article that are said to be facts, and they are not facts. These same things have been repeated on Speak On It on Kandi's show. These same things have been repeated by Kenya on various outlets, where they say there is a scene that was deleted, edited out, or not there on Bravo because I asked for it to be taken out. Right? Now, we know that a lot of housewives, they have power over the years, and they may be able to go and ask the head to take something out, right? It is what it is. I have worked very hard to get to where I am in life. I've worked very hard on the show, and if I've gotten to a place where I can call you trips up and get something taken out, so be it, right? However, in this particular situation, the way that Kenya is putting it out there that I asked the Bravo execs to not play a scene of Kandi and I having an argument, having a fight, me dogging Kandi about her efforts concerning Black Lives Matter is simply not true. What happened was, we're going to take it from the beginning. Mimi, who was on our show, is, last season, and Mimi was on the show. Y'all know who the cast is. Anyway, Mimi was doing an article, and she sent some private text messages to a particular blogger, and the blogger put out the text messages, and they were received out of context. The text messages, the way the blogger put it out there, was that I and that Candy went behind the cash bag and we went to Bravo to try to get some programming done without telling us which blindsided us and which should make Candy look bad. So Candy got upset with that, and Candy decided to confront me about it on Housewives. So the whole season has happened. I mean, the beginning of the season happened, and I had not seen any of the cast. This was my first scene with the cast, which was Todd's birthday. I walked into Todd's birthday, and I was told Candy wanted to question me about something. And I said, okay, that's fine. I haven't done anything. I have to answer the question. As soon as I walked into the party, Candy wanted to ask me about these texts. There's some texts out there that, you're talking about what I was trying to get done for Black Lives Matter. We were having a decent conversation. There was nothing to be upset about. And I thought, okay, this is fine because I have the text messages to prove that I never doubted you out. I've been fully supportive of you, Candy, and Black Lives Matter. And whatever you for our people. I love it. I'm right here for you. So anyway, the scene continues. Kenya comes over. It turns into an argument. So at that moment, I decide, you know what? This isn't a good look. We as Black women should not be arguing on this show about Black Lives Matter. That is not what we need to do. I know we have done things in the past that other Black women have said you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. But to me, I register that as real life. If you have to like drama for the woman, you have to like drama. However, when it came to Black Lives Matter, I have a certain responsibility. All of us Black women on the show who are wanting to use our platform for these families who don't have the voice that we have. I have the opportunity. I'm not pressured to talk about Black Lives Matter or I feel the responsibility and it's an opportunity for me to speak for these families. It is something that is very connected to my spirit and is the way I show love to my people to speak up for them. So I am blessed to have this platform to speak about it. And so is Candy and anyone else who wants to do so. So I did not want us to be on Real Housewives, even if it was just a misunderstanding, because clearly I have the text. Even if it could have been cleared up, I just didn't like the way it was going to come off. Because I don't have power for editing, nobody does. So at the end of the day, if they decide to chop it up, or maybe it just didn't show right, and I didn't want the narrative to be out there that Black women are the Real Housewives of Atlanta, instead of being responsible, doing something for the community, being effective, instead we're on there arguing about what Candy did, or what Porsha didn't do, or what Nene didn't do. Okay? So I went to Bravo. They decided after I explained everything to them, and they agreed, you know what? I don't think that would be a good look. That is not the purpose we want in showing the Black experience and what you guys are going through with Black Lives Matter. So they decided that they did not want to air that, period. And it was done. After that scene, I text Candy. And I said, I asked her, we had a conversation on the phone, and then we text, right? And the whole point of me reaching out to her, or her reaching out to me, was so we could clear it up, right? Because what I didn't want was another person of such influence on Candy, right? To think that I would dare not respect what she's doing to represent Black folks, period. That's what it was. So I explained to her what the text was. I repeated that, listen, I understand that you already sent a request. I want to go behind you. Because if I go behind you or any of us girls go and ask the same thing, now you got confusion. And anytime you're in a movement, everybody has to be speaking the same thing. And so when she told me that she had already reached out, we felt like, okay, fine, let's leave it alone. So then I told Nene, Marlo, and Tanya, I said, let's pivot. Since Kandi has already talked to the executives, let's just deal with getting money. Let's have them do a donation. Let's just have them do a donation. Because we don't want to undercut, we don't want to send the same ask whatsoever. Someone said, I'm lost, what's this about? I guess you just joined. Anyway, this is about a company. Well, you go back and look at the live later. But anyway, I sent her the text. So we're going to look at these texts. The reason why I am going through this, and this is the last time I will talk about it, the only time I will talk about it is because now it's in an article, Food Culture, that Robert participated in, and Kandi and all the housewives and everybody. It's a big article, right? So they carry some weight, and it's said to be credible. And I want to make sure that the credibility is upheld. So I'm speaking and defending myself, which I should have the right to do. So anyway, these are the texts I sent her that I talked about with Kandi. So I said to her, I was talking to Nene, and I said, I was talking to Nene, and I said, so because all of that, this is me saying that Kandi emailed, I wish we would have known what happened. I'm going to put all of these texts into my story after this live, so don't worry. And so because of that, which was because Kandi had already spoke to them, and it's what it is, we're not upset about it because she did this pivot so we can still be effective. I said, so because of that, I don't think it's going to go anywhere besides asking for a donation. Nene said, right. So then I said to her, I said, now there is no way to come to Bravo as a group. Everyone might as well send their own email. I said, anything program related would have been, anything program related, we would want True to produce, which is our production company, and pitch to Bravo because we are Bravo talent. So you will go through True in order to pitch any programming to the network. So then I said, so for me, really, when we talk to the executives tomorrow, I said, I really think we should focus on asking for a donation ask. I said, ask for the rest of the ladies, they can express what they want in their homes. So we as a group, since Kandi, on her own right, she had the right to, went ahead and talk to them on her own. We as a group, the only way we're going to really be effective at this point is if we simply ask for a donation. So then I told her, I just kind of summarized what that text was for me. And I said to her, I'm not going to let the show make a mockery of BLM. I said, we have been doing great things and cannot let this overshadow our efforts. This is what I said to Kandi. She said to me, I didn't think it was about BLM. She said, I'm definitely not trying to make a mockery. She said, but I didn't think that's what was happening. So that's an opportunity for me to explain to her, Kandi, that no, this is a mockery. If we as black women are sitting on Bravo arguing about Black Lives Matter, you're absolutely making a mockery of us using our platform. And that's a bad thing. And it's not progressive. It's counterproductive. So then I sent her another text. I sent her that text that I just read you guys. And I sent another text. Okay. After I said that, you sound the same. So then this is the part where so-called I was dogging her. Kenya keeps going on all these outlets. Now she's on Vulture saying that I want to look better. I want to be ahead of the movement. She said on Kandi Speak on it that I am trying to ruin same. I said sad though. Damn. Could have even great together. Of course, and they could have even been. Could have been even great together. Nene said very sad. After she said very sad, I said, but if any of you ladies want my individual support or on something, let me know. Nene said, okay, Pete. Nene never dog walked Kandi.
The other thing I like about StreamYard is that there's never a glitch in your internet connection.
Never spoke bad about Kandi. All we were saying, and I'll sum it all up, is that there was a misunderstanding between Kandi and I about a blogger who took something out of context. Kandi had gone on to the Bravo, spoke to them. Nene and I would have like, we would have gone to Bravo together, but since this is where we are, let's pivot and just ask for, simply ask for a donation. Kandi, what she wants are equitable opportunities for people. I'm more on the criminal justice side. So she wanted programming, she wanted to help get a seat at the table, and all of that is great. And to show you that I felt it was great, when she did her first show, I was on the show with her. You guys remember me on the panel for Black Lives Matter for Bravo. That was Kandi's show that I participated in. I have always supported her and will always support another Black woman in the movement in anything she's trying to do, whether it's on the business side, in the front line, or to policy. Either way, I'm going to support it. And I am held to a certain standard because of my position on Housewives, and I'm held to a certain responsibility to Black Lives Matter to be responsible. Do y'all remember when I, back in the day, said something crazy about, the Underground Railroad? That was irresponsible. That wasn't the way to use my platform. That was ignorant. And I decided over the years I was going to be better, period. And if I'm going to be better, I'm going to be effective, then I need to take responsibility for how I look, what I portray, how all of us Black women on Housewives portray ourselves in this moment. Because it's very important. You can't be asking white folks to change something. You can't be asking white folks to help you make something better, give you a seat at the table, and you acting an ass. So therefore, I did not want that to be on the show. Whether it was true or not, whether it was a misunderstanding or not, whether I was right or wrong, which I happen to have been right, I did not want it on there. But Kenya Moore continues to go on every platform out in the Bravo is telling her, do not talk about this. And she's using it to say, Porsha's trying to stop me from talking about a scene she had deleted. No, I didn't have a scene deleted for Porsha. Because what you don't understand, sweetheart, is that the movement is not about me as an individual at all. And that means, and you would understand that if you could sacrifice something for someone else. Anything I've ever done on, and majority off camera, is a sacrifice for someone else. If I care so much about who I was, my platform, my job, my businesses, then I would not be speaking out about something that white folks don't like. And that's not the case. I speak from my heart. I deal in my heart because it's in my blood, it's in my legacy. And I am only speaking on this now because there is an article out that is very disheartening to me. It is a pure lie, and I have to clear it up. If I want to continue to talk about things that mean something to me, I must clear things like this up. It is my responsibility. Because when I speak to you guys about anything Black Lives Matter, anything criminal justice, anything, I want you to know that I'm speaking of a place that I am informed, and that I care, and that I'm well connected, and I am sincere. And I don't have to prove that to anybody. I didn't have to do this live. Many people told me don't do this live. They said, you know what? You don't got to talk to that. That's a very small part of an article. They talk about you great in the article. They say you're the fan favorite in the article. If that was the case, if I cared about that, I wouldn't be speaking now. Because the article speaks lovely of me. It speaks highly of Porsha as a talent on the show. But the reason I'm putting myself out there right now is because this is connected to Black Lives Matter and the Black woman on this show. I want me and Kandi and if Kenya can get her mind right in the future to be able to do something. Mainly Kenya. I respect her. I hate that this has been put out there. I hate that she didn't clear this up the way I'm clearing it up, because that would have also been helpful to this situation. If when Kenya was saying these things, you also showed that it was not anybody dogging you out. It wasn't negative. It was nothing like that. So again, my position is that I just want to be effective. I'm blessed to have this platform. I'm blessed that you people are on here right now listening to me. I am blessed to be able to put a voice for people who don't have a voice. I have access. I am able to have influence. If I were to use that just to talk about me, I wouldn't be talking about this. So please understand, if I'm quiet on little things here and there, reading this and that, anytime I speak on these girls, trust me, it's on a show that I'm paid to be on. If Bish asks me about them, I'm going to talk about it because I'm paid to be talking about it. If a chat room asks me, I'm paid to be talking about it. I don't do these little free interviews talking about these girls. But I'm doing this live absolutely free because this cause means something to me. Making sure it's understood that I would never tear down Kandi for what she's doing or what she's done means something to me. So to be clear, I'm sure y'all got it. You can go back over the live. I won't keep repeating it. You guys weren't very friendly to me. You're like rushing me, but I just had to get this out so that because I'm not going to talk about it anymore. So for once and for all, it's out there, right? But now I'm going to talk about one more thing before I go. Since I do have almost 30,000 people in here, let me talk about what really matters to me. Let me take the focus away from what Kenya is trying to spew out there as negative on every single platform. And how Kandi, who is also, she's clearing it up, she's making sure it's known that she and I talked about it. But things like this we gotta make all the way clear. All the way clear. If you went and talked to the execs to get stuff done, programming that you executive producer over, great. But as a cast of Black women on Bravo Network, we needed to figure out how to come together. And Nene called me and said, since you're friends with the other girls, see if you can get them together and we can make something happen. That's where there were two different chats because Kenya and Nene weren't talking. But Nene said, I want to get everybody together. And we all got phone calls and got something done as a collective, using our power. And not just sitting on here, doing that. We were doing something that did something. So I don't want no negative narratives out there about myself or Kandi. And can you believe it or not? You're Black, honey. And anything that I'm doing, anything I'm speaking on, it could benefit you too. So you should try to be better. But I'm not going to address her anymore. Anyway, I'm going to round this out by letting you guys know, yes, I'm still active without the camera. It is what it is. I don't need no crazy. It is what it is. We got to keep on moving.
In heaven, this little girl came up to me. She told me she got in COVID.
It's a movement, and it is not for a moment. So we still got to keep on fighting. We still got to be in the street daily. It's not over because you don't turn on CNN and you don't see thousands of people out in the street in different countries and something you can go be a part of. It's still happening. We still need to be active. We still need to be trying to find out what is that thing to stop us from being killed in the street. And for me, I wanted to turn our protest into policy. So I spoke with Ben and Jerry. I'm sure you guys know Ben and Jerry. They have the ice cream company. I know you guys enjoy it. And I spoke with them about how can I be effective? What are you guys working on? Because they have been very strategic in movement and things within the movement to get policies changed. And the main thing they're talking about right now is ending qualified immunity. Qualified immunity needs to be in because that is what protects officers. When they go kill us in the street, when they harm us, when they assault us, when they abuse us, as they continue to hunt us down, these families of these victims don't have their day in you wonder why these families have to be crying on CNN and MSNBC and trying to do reports and all of this. Because guess what? If I went out and harmed someone, I would be arrested immediately. I wouldn't have the option to resign. I was arrested immediately. And I would be charged. I would be indicted. The family will be able to sit in court and be able to get justice for their lost one. But because of qualified immunity, these officers are protected. They're actually in a bubble. So when you talk about protest, it's great for us to lift our voices and let them know that we're woke. But when it comes to policy and getting something changed law-wise that is written, we're talking about qualified immunity. And we need to get that taken out. We talk about the system. We want to imagine, we want to imagine a system that is defunded, etc. This is one of the pieces to the puzzle. New York has already ended qualified immunity. New Mexico has already ended qualified immunity. There's a couple other states that have ended it already. This can happen, guys. We can do this. Do you remember how helpless we felt during the pandemic, watching our dear brother George Floyd got arrested, so being killed? You know how helpless you felt? You saw Jacob being shot in the back, or when you heard about Breonna Taylor and we had to be arrested time and time again. We had to march in the street. You didn't feel like anything was being done. You wanted to be active. You wanted to say, I don't want to be helpless. This is the time to get active. And I'm telling you, a big piece of the puzzle is qualified immunity. It has to end so that these cops can be arrested and indicted. It will force the DA to do their job. You talk about who can we get to be the DA? Well, what can they do if the officer is protected by qualified immunity? So what they need, New York, when they did have qualified immunity, the officer, forget it. The family can hire an attorney, they can set everything up, they can even try to, press charges criminally, nothing would happen. And you wonder why all of these companies, you wonder why all these families are getting civil money. $27,000, $27 million, etc. Only civil. That's part of justice. That's not whole justice. Whole justice is to have these must be charged criminally. And what's stopping that for a lot of these states and halting these families' justice is qualified immunity. All right? I want you to look it up. And Ben and Jerry have actually put together a coalition called the Campaign to End Qualified Immunity. And that coalition is made up of athletes, actors, influencers, doctors, business professionals, etc. And they all have come together. Tom Brady has signed to get rid of qualified immunity. All of these people as a collective are fighting to get qualified immunity ended. Now, I spoke about a lot of powerful people, but you 19,000 people that are left, because the other ones are gone, because I'm no longer talking about housewife tea. You all that are left, you can make this happen. You can be just as powerful as anybody else. You have just as much influence as me sitting at home right now. And my 6.5 million followers. You have just as much influence. Let's get active. Let's get informed. Let's be effective. Let's move protest policy. Now, the website, so that all of you guys can get more information, is campaigntoendqualifiedimmunity.org. Campaigntoendqualifiedimmunity.org. Ben and Jerry has done all the work for you guys. They've been their coalition to campaign to end qualified immunity. Has done all the work. Everything you need to know how to put one foot in front of the other and get started is on that website. Campaigntoendqualifiedimmunity.org. If you're on this line and you came to get the RHOAT, if you came on a read from me or whatever, that's good. But make that extra step and go on. Thank you, sister. Hold on, let me tap on. Go on campaigntoendqualifiedimmunity.org. qualify community and find out what you need to find out. Okay? It doesn't matter who you are. Okay? If you stand with Black Lives Matter and you care about these families and these people who are being shot down in the street, we just heard about it. I can't speak on what I saw today. So I won't name what I saw today. I won't be able to finish. But get active, people. Go on to Campaign Equality and let's hold these people accountable who are in office. Okay? Let's just get it done. Let's get it done for Breonna Taylor. Let's get it done for everybody. Let's get it done for the I can't say it. I posted it in my story. There's a young man who was shot. I just saw him. Anyhow, I'm gonna close this live. I love you guys, and I appreciate you, and working this together. I hope that you guys got love from this conversation today and understanding. And in fact, this live was nothing but a way for me to fact check and clear things up so that we can move forward together. I'm hopeful to be working with Kandi. Love what she's doing for Black Lives Matter in the corporate world. It's amazing. This ain't about reading about this ain't no show shit. If it was some show shit, it'd been on the show. And I would have supported it being on the show. But it's not. This is a bigger purpose. It ain't about me whatsoever. Okay? It's about that young Black person who be pulled over and their life in danger. And that's what it's about. I love you guys. Go on to KANDI'S.org and let's get active. Love you. You guys have.
I'm Nathan, and I'm a streamyard. For the last 6 years, I've been live streaming consistently in YouTube.
Great.
Where do I start? Okay, let me go ahead and read these text messages that she's talking about, okay? Because I ain't gonna make it look now. I already got it. First of all, I never took anything out of context. So I don't know if she's talking about me, if she's talking about somebody else. I don't know who else had these texts. I mean, I never gave text to anyone. I basically teased about, I spoke about, and I talked about on Instagram, on Patreon. So basically, the texts that I have, that are not out of context. The girls were asking if, they wanted to get together and all go to executives because of NBC Universal offering that $100 million to end diversity. Okay, Kandi said, I already went. Basically, instead of, all of them going together, Kandi was like, well, I've already done it. Then she said, well, when they asked about what happened, she said, well, my call went well. They agreed to do a special about racism issues that are affecting us and having Black Bravo talent share their stories. Now, that is in direct conflict with what she said in the article, which was she had heard they were planning on doing it on a streaming platform, but she told them that they should do it on TV. On this, she said they agreed to do a special about racism issues that are affecting us and having Black Bravo talent share their stories. They didn't know exact details of the special yet, but they have agreed to hire a Black-owned production company to do it. They've already been in talks with one. So she continued in this text message. They will also add Clark ATL to the list of schools that they do internship wage programs with. I'm still getting more detail about that. And she said they are always looking to hire more Black people at the network. And it's not that they aren't trying. The new head of scheduling is a Black woman. That's a big deal to have a Black woman in that spot. She also says, in my email, I told them how we were not happy that there were no Black people on the crew for the way, said that she spoke to her staff to get more detail about what happened, and they confirmed what I said. She said it will never happen again. These were all things I wrote about and had already discussed with her team, so I know she was sincere. Also, they may be reaching out to some of y'all in the next week or two about the special. Let's continue to work together to make change. So everybody on this chat was like, wow, Cynthia, this is amazing, Candy. Eva, absolutely amazing. Well done, Candy. Marlo, yay, Candy Queen. It's a great start. Now we just need to stick together and be consistent until we have equality. Cynthia, yes, Marlo. Candy said, Candy King, haha. Thanks, Marlo. Somebody else said, King Bay, King Candy. Then Portia said, I'm going to have to read this when I get home. So then, in a separate text exchange, Portia Williams, Mama Hampton came and said, dang. Portia said, dang, why you didn't say anything? Now, granted, I don't have what happened before. I don't have what happened after. Somebody must have said that they didn't like what Candy said. Y'all talking about I'm trying to form a narrative. I'm not trying to form nothing. Tanya posted a meme and said, even if you're black, but you trade on the likeness of us, it's your responsibility as well to educate. You got to time, you got to give back to that with the same everything that you have. So I don't know if that was saying to somebody else that Portia said, hell yeah. If this is to really work, we would need to see exactly what Candy's email said. So because of that, I don't think this will go anywhere besides asking for a donation. I can tell you these. I ain't gonna tell you why I did what I did. I did what I did. Now, she also says now there is no way to come to Bravo as a group because Candy had already done it. So, instead of stepping on Candy's toes and making Candy look like a liar, she was like, there's no way we can go behind Candy's back and be like, well, this is not what we asked for. I understand it's all good to give back to the HBCU. I understand it's all good to, hire, black crew members. However, we are independent contractors. We don't get breaks. The damn camera crew, they get breaks. They unionize. If they hurt, slip, and fall, they can go to the doctor because they got health insurance. Them as independent contractors being reality show stars, they don't even have their own health insurance. Sometimes they have to pay for their own plan. There's a lot of stuff that they could have asked for as a group, as a collective. Instead of, this person make more money than this person, blah, blah, blah. They fight, they try to figure out who's going to survive next season. They could have done something collectively as a group to build the cast. That's my humble opinion. Now, Portia says, now there is no way to come to Bravo as a group. Everyone might as well send their own email. Anything program related, we will want Truth to produce and pitch to Bravo because we are Bravo talent. So really tomorrow for me personally is just to ask for a donation. As for the rest, each lady can express what they know. So basically everybody already asked for us as a group. So I guess now we're gonna have to go to them one by one. So I guess that's how Portia got checked. I guess that's how Marlo got her little, PSA put on, the Bravo site. I guess, and like she said, I guess it was me said, I feel the same. And then Portia said, so sad though, damn, we could have been even great together. Then, somebody
none of y'all cash on full-time job, investing in properties that look just like this.
said very sad. And then Portia said, but if any of you ladies want my individual support on something, let me know. Somebody said, okay, Pete. This text exchange is between Portia Williams, Marlo Hampton, and Tandy Sam. Now, look, I'm just here. I told you I didn't release the text. I didn't say nothing. And there's other receipts that I have. Last year when they, I talked about this on Patreon. Last year. So you're not talking about Patreon. It's on Patreon. Talk about all kinds of stuff. But last year, before the how they were going to do the reunion virtually. You know, everybody's doing it at home. They're going to film for like all day long. The ladies wanted to go to this was before Black Lives Matter. This before. The ladies wanted to go as a group to Bravo to ask them for, you know, a stipend or something to help pay for their glam or to help pay for their food or their lunch or something, you know, because they were paying all this stuff out of pocket. Normally, when they're on set, if they all are on set, they get, you know, their glam and all that stuff gets paid for. However, it's interesting that oh, see, I ain't gonna tell y'all everything. But it's interesting that Kandi was the only person in the midst of all these women during that situation. They were like, okay, we're gonna ask $1,500, $1,500 to pay for our glam, our wigs, our makeup, our food, all that. You know, that's just the minimum. And so Kandi was like, well, do you think we should be nickel and diming? I mean, we make so much money. Do you think we should be nickel and diming? Just a thought. And people are like, you know, it's the principle of the thing. We gotta buy wigs, we gotta pay for hair makeup. Why wouldn't we go there? And so Kandi begrudgingly agreed, okay, I'll stand by y'all if y'all need me to. So there are some other issues within the group that they have always, looked at Kandi as somewhat of a step and fetch it, Uncle Tom, Terry Crews type of person. But, look, I don't work for Bravo. I ain't never worked for Bravo. I work for myself. I sit here and gossip and tell y'all what I know. I've been writing about them for, 14 years now? And so, yeah, I'm just letting y'all know. It is nobody trying to form no narrative to say that Kandi is the bad person. I'm reading from the text. And so if you're reading from this text, what other assessment can you come up with? Look, let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I don't want to read where this is. Of course, I'm always down for it. This is Kandi. And everybody's like, I think, blah, 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 blah. And we're going to follow up with a letter to solidify our points. Kandi, of course, I'm always down for it. But I'm just wondering, are we beginning to make a fuss about 1K to 4K when doing these episodes making so much more than that? I mean, just a thought. I mean, Kandi, you making so much more than that. There's some of these ladies over here like Latoya, they making $1,000. That little extra will help her with her outfit and her wardrobe and her makeup. So, because you can pay for it, I mean, everybody else can. So, it would be, prudent to go to the executives as a group. And so again, when Kandi went above and beyond, after everybody had already been saying, Kandi never wants to speak together, Kandi never wants to fight for us as a group, Kandi never wants to do this. She goes above and beyond after they already said, we're going to them with an ask. We're going to ask for this, and this. They have donated $100 million towards ending inequality within NBC Universal, which Bravo is under their umbrella. Why, pray tell, with one of their most profitable reality show personas have to sit there and not have care for their insurance, pay for their own healthcare, pay for their own plan, do all of this stuff when, they, help us as a group. Look, right, we left them alive. And in addition to that, those people who think that it was about, now, this was recorded in February 2020. February 2020. I'm sure it's easy, so you know.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it there. Okay, so what do y'all think about this? Speak on it that Porsha has done. I feel like she was just trying to kiss up to Kandi for a lot of this stuff, but at the same time, Kandi Candy was just wrong. She know that really did look bad. I don't know what make her think that it doesn't look bad, because it really does look bad on her part. She should be ashamed, but according to her, she's not. And I'm gonna give y'all her explanation. Here we go.
VP's 140 over that. Hectic first day. But already I guess you would not mind taking the flexibility to school instead.
I must say that I like Candy's hair, but I'm going to go ahead and play this out and let y'all hear this real quick.
Because that's what they call it. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to skip to the part because this was the beginning.
But when I tried it, and
He had garbage. We on his wrist. He said, "Oh, I told her kids never let in on us. I never know anything." And I don't mind these people. She nor I are neither one of us is with them. So I don't know why. Lord. Okay, so at first I wasn't even really gonna speak on it. First of all, I'm honestly
Who's gonna do the speed? I would prefer to speed on it.
To make sure we know this person.
but you know,
Electric speed of is 14.
yeah, I honestly never really but to basically get out into it, it's really hard to summarize. I'm trying to figure out the summary version because
So
I feel like it wasn't a lot explained.
Okay, so let me ask certain questions, and then maybe that'll give to lead to the summary. You get what I'm saying? So we talk about the activism, and they talk about how they, they're not supporting each other. But it leads to where at the union, there was an article that was released by New York Magazine and PORSHA that talked about a quote-unquote deleted scene, and then that's where PORSHA goes on to speak on this deleted scene, references Black Lives Matter and text messages and things of that nature. So the first question is, was there ever a scene where you confronted PORSHA?
There definitely was a scene for sure. And it includes us. There was a scene where we all had a conversation. But to give clarity, for me, at that time, it was not a Black Lives Matter issue.
Okay.
It was simply your friend will put your text on blast and y'all was over there being shady towards me.
Okay.
And so that was my reasoning for bringing that up to PORSHA at that time because, I mean, she and I have always had a history of different things happening in the past, but more so, I've always felt like she befriends people and, I end up having issues with it, and then, those same people be putting her on blast, so we putting her in that situation.
Okay.
So at that time, Nene had sent copies of screenshots of hate group text with all of the women about each other. At the time,
Okay. So this is early about it.
Happened at, I believe, the top of June. This whole social unrest was first happened. So she had sent a copy of our screenshot of our text to this blogger, our whole group text. She sent it to the blogger, and then she also sent the blogger a copy of their side text with just me, PORSHA, Tanya, and Wanda.
So there's a side text and there's.
And it was amazing.
So your conversation with PORSHA is about the side texts that were leaked to the blog.
That was leaked to the blog, and basically, I was just basically saying to her that, y'all sitting over here shading me in this little side text you got going on, and now this blogger is over here
basically talking trash about me or whatever. They're using it to say negative things about me. So I was pissed about the things that the blogger took from the text or whatever. And I just basically was like, you know, you on this group text saying that's not what you said to me in our text, but you went over there to them and said something different. But on this side group text that the blogger was reading, basically she was letting it be known that the other girl did not like her besides never. I think she said it's and most girls some type of comment on something that she had posted on social media, which was funny because I was posting on social media. And she had said something about, I guess, you know, most times, like, yeah, she knows, you know, then we don't even reach out to nobody or something. So it was clear that the energy on the group text was not the energy that was on the text with all the rest of us on it. And to be clear, he did not send in a screenshot of their side text to raise me up in a blaze of glory. I mean, it was not for that. It was definitely shady. That was wrong. And mind you, on top of that, the blogger started comparing me to Terry Crews at the time and started calling me Candy Crews and calling me Candy Crews. So as you would know, I was pissed because I'm feeling like, okay, how the fuck get compared with this, you calling these names and all of this stuff. When I was trying to just do something positive, I had to pull up the lady and said on the group text, it really was Tanya's for when the lady. Hey, Mom. Hey, why are you about taking the vaccine? Tanya had expressed to them something whenever her his name or whatever she was upset. And then PORSHA chimed in or whatever. All of them was saying that. And surprisingly, it wasn't really saying much either. But she screenshot it. And so for me, it just kind of felt like she was just letting it be known, you know, just don't fuck with her, how she, you know, did what she did. And let you know, that's the whole she's real. So to me, we had to chill all of us. And I think some of the girls had saying that they wanted to get our production company, who was truly original, to make a donation to on our behalf of girls. They wanted to do a donation. They wanted to set up a conference call so that we can all astroturn to make this donation.
Okay.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna be cool with them, I'm part of whatever they wanted to do. But I had other things that I felt needed to be done, and it couldn't be done by the truly original.
Okay.
So the things that I wanted to see done is I wanted to see, it was a lot of conversation, obviously, in the blogs at the time about systemic racism and stuff like that. And so I'm always telling people that you have to make change within these companies from a top executive standpoint in order to see more, Black people doing things, at a major level. You know what I'm saying? And if we don't like the way that we're seen in television and all this stuff, those are decisions that, the executives make. So you need to have more African Americans in these positions to be able to see these type of changes you want to have, right? So I reached out to the person that I had a relationship with at the top of the network to basically say, look, I know you've been showing things on social media. I think it needs to be a special on television so that people can see the struggle of what's happening. I also would like for you to agree to hire more African Americans, in top executive positions because it wasn't hardly any. Yeah. I was like, I also would like for you to get more positions for African American students in your PAGE program. So the PAGE program at the network is a program that they use to hire from within, and they train these people. So those people are those people who move up into bigger positions, right? So I was like, and also I asked them to give more scholarships to African American scholarships and internships to students from HBCU schools. And I said, I would like for you to approve some Black-owned production companies for physical production. So what that means, a lot of people don't get is a lot of us have production credits. You know what I'm saying? I have production credits, executive producer credits on all of my, specialties, spin-offs, whatever that I've done. So I got tons of credits, okay? It wasn't about me getting a credit. I wanted somebody to be able to, there aren't any Black-owned production companies that have approval to do physical production for the company, which means the physical production, those are the people who hire all the people on the group. They're the people that control the budget, whatever's left over from the budget, they get to keep it. And they actually are over the work that gets turned into them. You know what I'm saying? So there weren't any Black-owned production companies that was approved by Bravo at that time.
Okay.
So typically, like any of the people that have ideas, they always would partner with a production company. Typically, that was white owned. I'm not gonna say white owned, but not to the show. So I asked that they finally approve some Black owned companies. I ended up getting that. I tell the ladies that I had reached out to the network to make those requests. I did not. Yeah, I was approaching the network, not the production company. And to be clear, none of the girls was talking about even going to the network. They only ever said production company.
And you talked to the production company as a whole, the correction and girls. You guys talked to them about a donation.
Oh, they hadn't even talked to the production company at the time when I sent this email.
Okay.
And that was what they wanted to do.
What they wanted to do. And then separately, you were talking to the network about things outside of the donation.
Yeah, I was asking them.
Gotcha.
I had already seen it donations for my own half, and then how I was asked, I asked our production company for a donation, and they didn't even really have a number that was requested. And I don't think it's like, what is the donation going to do if we ain't really telling them to do?
Now, she says that they were asking for a donation. They didn't ask for a donation until after the fact. Kandi had won above everybody's head and did what she did under the group's nose. So she's just trying to make herself look good, and it's not right, Kandi. You look a hot ass mess. I'll finish playing it.
To be clear, I sent, once I did get my answers from the network and they agreed to pretty much most of the stuff that I had asked, I chimed in on the group text with everybody on it because I'm excited. I chimed in with them. I said, hey guys, I reached out to the girl. I asked them this, and that. And they said yes to these things or whatever, right? I put that in our group text. I think Kenya, Mark, Kenya, they all was like, oh, great job, that's dope, blah, blah, blah. Crickets from the rest of them. So I thought it was a little odd. Eventually, PORSHA just chimed in and said, oh, I'm going to read this later. So I was like, okay. She ain't got time to read what I say right now. So then the next day, PORSHA chimed in on the text and was like, I'm glad you got what you wanted. That's good. And I thought that was an odd, reply, but I was like, how would I want it? And I thought all this would be whatever. So that was on our whole group text with everybody. All right. Just to be clear, if anybody wants to know why I wouldn't have put the girls on my email, my texts with different group members have been screenshots sent to blogs and put online multiple times, okay? You do not have to worry about me ever including any of them on no email that I'm going to put to a head of the network. Okay? To be clear. I mean, no offense to them, but it's like, if I know that this is the type of stuff going on, I am leery about including you on an official email I'm sending to the powers that be.
Have any of you ever included each other? And I just want clarity.
No, none of them have ever included me on any, network emails or texts or calls that they've had.
Okay, so here, and I just want to make sure because I'm telling how I read this too. So you on the email or whatever phone conversations that were previously had about this scene should be taken out. Did anybody?
No, that's what I'm not going to get to that point. So So like I said, back to the email I sent was, I was texting to the girls. I was just letting them know that as a courtesy, not that I have to. They already know, but I'm just giving them a courtesy. Okay, it was like, so that's how I ended up having a conversation with people at me. Because I was like, okay, now I got, your class, you texted me my class, just talking about it. And at the time, Portia was like, well, you weren't meant to see the text. She didn't say, I didn't say it or it wasn't negative. None of that. It was just, well, you really wasn't meant to see it. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of felt like, well, you know what? I'm not going to keep going on this because at the end of the day, we all have said shady stuff about each other, so I don't really want to just keep going back and forth about this. But then Kenya did chime in, and I guess that was more so where she was kind of questioning Portia's, how yeah, she was saying, her activism, and she was basically like, if you really wanted us to support, you wouldn't have had anything shady to say about it, because these are positive things that we all should have wanted. You know what I mean? So she was like, you want to be the argument one that was like, so that's what Kenya was saying. So they started having this argument.
So that's where the narrative changed a little bit. Your narrative was when I did something, my friend was talking, on your text, and then it became this thing about Black Lives Matter.
Yeah. Because I wasn't saying anything about Black Lives Matter. I was like, oh, y'all over here on this text being shady. And they started having this conversation that they made more of going back and forth about it. So there's evidence. Okay. So at that point, when we left there, I guess Portia was very upset about it. She didn't like the way it made us look, or look whatever. And so she was like, I'm not filming it anymore. I don't think she's filming more than me or whatever. And I guess that's when she had the conversation with the network, basically saying to them, like, to get them to the footage or whatever. Now, the next day, she did reach out to me. And those are some of the screenshots that she posted. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't understand why she screenshot and posted her text messages, because that was not even what the drama was about. I already had to take on the text. We talked it through. I was telling her I didn't feel like it was about Black Lives Matter. It was just about being shady. And so she asked me to send her the video. I sent me things from I sent it to her. And so she in turn sent me screenshots of her text. But the text that she sent, it was a part of what the father said. There were a couple things on there that she did not send me the full text thread because the father was saying she only sent part of the text thread. So like when you guys see it, it's saying nothing from the father. It's like, okay, first of all, we didn't see the father said they know what's in the text. Second of all, you also have to know in the context of this is what the whole group said. This is what they were saying. So if you saw when you know it was not cheap, you know what I mean? For me, when she explained to me that she didn't want us to be arguing about this type of stuff, I just let it go. I thought it was crazy that they took a whole scene out of the show because of it, because I was like, I was like, okay, if that's what you done. But Kenya felt like she, at that point, was made to look crazy. Because she felt like, now, y'all got me saying these things about her. You're showing that, but you're not showing part of the reason why I started saying this.
Gotcha.
So that's where the whole Kenya part came into play. That was the wrong story. So that's probably this is what I took. I think a lot of people assume that I was going to make myself not getting that special good. Because I've heard from that discussion. The special, I did get it because I get to the network to do it. But I didn't run a lot of work. They had a lot of credits under their belt. They had worked with Rob before, but they had never had the opportunity to do this. And because of my call, my email, Rob hired their company and approved many of the Rob company to serve in that, which is not good. So, yes, people can say what they want to say, but I didn't know extra money from it. It didn't do nothing for me that I put in various sides, you know, work out about my problems. I think that's it. So y'all can stop saying I was trying to look myself because I have multiple executive producers on many other things. So, no, I did not do it. I was doing it to try to get it. I worked I was and I wanted to get a black production company. So that's the first executive on the process of Bridget. She didn't say anything about this. But I didn't see what she was like. No, she wanted to support me. That's what, you know, she did the special. And I wanted to support her too. Originally, when the reasons decided.
Veterans, military families, we're proud members.
Special because it's supposed to be black. Portia was not good. Next. I went back and requested and asked them, I said, you guys have to have Portia on this list. You know, she's doing a lot of people in the community right now over in everything she's been doing. And I also said, you know, I brought up all the things that her grandmother had done. I was like, you guys, we can't do this special and I include her.
But Kandi, why didn't you wait? I don't understand. Why didn't you wait? You know, I just don't get why would you go ahead of anybody and not wait as a group. I don't think she really understood how beneficial it could have been to go as a group. I also wanted to just talk about Phaedra Parks making her return. She returned back on onto Watch What Happens Live. And all of a sudden, Candi'S is debating all of a sudden when she was going to leave, when it's the right time for her to leave the Real Housewives of Atlanta. When it's like, Kandi, why all of a sudden? When you, why would you leave? You done your sex dungeon, you had your little party, you had all of this, you had your little thing, and you made money off of it. But it's like, Kandi, why don't you stay to finish it off? Why don't you stay so you and Phaedra can get some sort of face off? Some sort of closure, something. I mean, that would be very helpful if somebody could get some sort of closure. Why would you just want to run off and leave right at the end when you've done it all and when you've so-called made money off of this sex dungeon? If you're so bothered by Phaedra and you're so over it, I mean, what's wrong with you making amends with Porsha? I mean, with Phaedra, I don't get it. Here's the video of Phaedra returning, and they've been saying that Phaedra could be returning back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I love Phaedra. I would love to see Phaedra come back. Phaedra gets good reads. Phaedra is that girl. Phaedra keeps the tea, honey. Probably, I don't know if Kandi would say, she said that she would leave, but that would be petty to me for her to leave. I know that accusation probably really was big. You know, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that part. To me, I think Kandi takes stuff a little too serious sometimes when it shouldn't be. But I'm gonna play this clip. I think this is her on Watch What Happens Live.
Next, like I said, while Keisha Lance Bottoms is leaving, somebody made a reappearance. You know, we always say, where is Phaedra? Where is Phaedra? You know, all these months she been over, you know, on the other app, on the casino apps, and begging for beans and chips and guacamole and salsa. I don't know, beans. I don't know nothing about no beans. But apparently, you know, they say she making all the money, she making all the beans on this app, right? So, so anyway, she came back to Bravo. They have been teasing it for a minute now. They talking about, you know, she's coming back. She's coming back. She might be coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, I don't know if she's coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta or not, but I do know she made an appearance on Watch What Happens Live, okay? During her appearance on Watch What Happens Live, she been fighting, you know, she threw a little bit of shade. She threw a little bit of shade. He said, Michelle, don't know. Okay, look, I was close. Kappa, aka, same thing, different gender. Okay, anyway. Y'all be sick, that's creepy in this chat. Okay. But yeah, so Phaedra was on Watch What Happens Live. She was, you know, feeling. She seemed to be. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't watch it, and apparently, according to these ratings, y'all didn't watch it even. But we gonna talk about it. Let me show you these ratings. Let me show you these ratings. You know, I have to look at the ratings. I have to. This is something I do. Okay. And so.
Discovery Plus is your home for all things SoCal.
Thursday. Watch What Happens Live when he was in the top 100. And when I was looking, I kept on saying, wait a minute, it wasn't even in the top 100. So I'm still scrolling. You know, they got the longer list down at the bottom. So I'm scrolling. And I'm like, what is Watch What Happens Live? There it is. 101. They number 101. They wasn't in the top 100. They got 217,000. They got 217,000 views on Watch What Happens Live. So people are like, if y'all was up here championing Phaedra, where is the Phaedra? Where is she? Why can't I get back to her on Watch What Happens Live? And I'm sure the only reason they put her on there was to, you know, gauge if there was any room for ease for her. She was 101. Like, they wasn't even in the top 50. The top 100. Look. Yeah. So Phaedra, you know, got out this she got out this these people who, you know, I would say they want to have a Phaedra to see if she lied. Hold on. She lied this count, okay. So, you know, she got all messed up. She put on her green outfit, and, you know, her pony, and she, you know, spreading blood on y'all. And everybody's like, she don't even look herself. Then she got her something to sell. She got her something to sell. You know, Phaedra is that girl. She's looking up products. She get in front of people. She got her some outlet. She don't wear no outlet, but she got her some outlet to sell, whatever. And, you know, here she is again. Said if I was you, I would miss me too. So it's like, girl, you posted 6 hours ago to your business people. You ain't got 16,000 views. Where is the people? The people, look, y'all say it's shame. I be looking at the numbers. The numbers is saying that nobody cares. That's what the numbers mean. But, you know, I digress. Baby does look amazing. She does look amazing. I mean, you know, keep your wife on the pony. Everybody wants on the ponytail. I had on a pony last week. Ain't nothing wrong with a good little pony. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the problem of money. Let's go ahead and look at a few clips. Let me see if I can pull a clip or two from Bravo Twitter. See what they see over here. You know, they might flag me or whatever, but we gonna play a little bit of it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Amy White said, yes, Phaedra ain't the savior. That's what it's looking like, child. That's what it's looking like. Let's see. I wanted to show y'all. She dropped something and she said that Bolo was her idea. She said that Bolo was her idea. I'm gonna watch a little bit of it.
To Atlanta Housewives of Atlanta. By the way, Kalika, Bolo made an appearance on this season, and you were the person who brought ridiculous onto Atlanta Housewives. I'm wondering, did you know Bolo? You ever met him?
I brought Bolo to the Housewives as well.
Are you kidding me?
I brought Bolo to the Housewives for the Saturday day when I made candy and cake.
Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this? So I guess we're gonna have to fear the Bolo. Next up the Bolo.
Live TV from 85 Plus channels. It's easy. Try it free.
Okay, exactly. Well, I mean, it is what it is. Another clip, she was asking about Kenya Moore, she was asked if she would ever make amends with Candy. And here's what she said about
You know,
that.
do you think there's any possibility of Candy ever making amends? You know what, we're both very strong publicly. So, as a board, we both know. I think I can take us to anything, and so I was in a resolution is always possible in everything. That.
Resolution is possible in every scenario. So there's that on her end anyway. Because when Candy said in favor of the company, she is gone. She's out there. That's what she said. So I mean, can we count Candy out? Another thing that Fair said, if I can find it, was about Kenya Moore. Hold on, she was asked a question about Kenya Moore's divorce. And I feel like she gave like a little political answer. Here's what she said.
Hi, Lisa. Hey, how are you, beautiful? Wonderful. You look so beautiful. Hope Rose is Miss President as well. Thank you for asking.
Please tell me I said hi, Phaedra.
We have to know, Phaedra, what was your reaction to Mark and Kenya announcing their divorce? Marriage is sacred, and I would not see anyone's marriage end. And so, I didn't know him personally, but I just know marriage is stuff. And so, if you can make it work, I would love to see everyone's marriage work. But if you can't, peace is always there.
By the way, Kalika, Bolo made an appearance on this season.
Oh, yeah, I already saw the Bolo situation. Yeah, she did call Kenya.
I'm coming.
That was a little shade. And yeah, I was that slurping with that girl. Andy back there slurping. Who was slurping? We missed that because I was against to ask the question. Who was it? There was show of Phaedra. When they asked her, they asked all the ladies, I don't know who the other ladies are, honestly. They asked all the ladies who were on the panel if they would ever return to Bravo. And only one, it was Gretchen Rossi, Jacqueline Lorita, and a couple other people, and only one person, and Phaedra halfway raised up her hand and said that she would be willing to return to the show. And I suspect, you know, if the price is right, I'm sure she would. In the after show, though, and this is on Twitter as well, Phaedra called out Andy for not talking about being Bobby Brown. Because, you know, being Bobby Brown was one of the first reality shows on Bravo, and Phaedra was behind it. She was, you know, the one who worked out the deal and everything for Bobby Brown, who was her prime at the time, and Whitney. So in this clip, Phaedra asked Andy why being Bobby Brown was left out of his little reality show segment when it was one of the shows that made him who he is. And so let's see what Andy said. I have about everybody whose favorite parts is that.
Okay, so I noticed recently we did a whole interview about the family tale. And in the interview, three people who were instrumental in reality. Myself, Wanda, Kelly, and Tracy made the two were instrumental in being our friends. So we are the blueprint.
So you want to know why that? I mean, I know Tracy, and I love Tracy, and I love being Bobby Brown. And I know you represented Bobby Brown. And the truth of the matter is, I don't think being Bobby Brown should have been in that select reality hour because it was like one of the highest rated shows ever on Bravo, and it was incredible. However, one issue there, it is, and I think you know this, it is almost impossible to find clips of that show because the Whitney Houston estate has totally locked up the licensing clips on that show, and I don't believe we actually would have been able to show that show. Did you?
You didn't talk to me.
Oh, really?
You know, I'm the club. Don't have a
By the way, let me just say that was an egregious mistake on our part. Yes, it was. It was bad. It was bad. And so she's absolutely right. It was like we should have. I did say I don't think we would have been able to clear the clips because I think the Whitney estate. But
so how he gonna say he don't think, and he didn't try. They didn't try. I don't think they would have given it to us. I don't think. Did you ask? Did you attempt? Like, but anyway, a lot of y'all didn't watch it. I had to watch the full thing. Somebody said she also talked about Kenya flirting with Apollo. I don't see that clip on here, but if I can find it, I will definitely play it. Here's the little clip about if they would return to the show, and Phaedra raised her hand like slightly. How about I play this one real quick?
Tiana, Taylor, all of you ones, raise your hand if you were asked if you would ever return to the Housewives as a regular cast member. Raise your hand if you would consider.
Yes, Being Bobby Brown is on YouTube, and it's also on Straight from the A. It's also on Straight from the A. You go to Straight from the A. I have I think the first 3 episodes. It's been on there for years. He said, I don't know nothing. Ooh, so over there. Anywho, so y'all think Phaedra gonna come back, but y'all think this is her entry point, even though the ratings were super duper low. I mean, I guess they were higher than the rest of the shows because look, when the men, I think the husbands was on the show, and I was wondering why there wasn't no black husbands on the show. It was like the Gordon, the New Jersey husbands, and somebody else, and it was like 5 white husbands up there. Why Todd wasn't up there? Why wasn't Mike Hill up there? Why wasn't any of the black was men from Potomac? Why they weren't up there? It was interesting. I was like, okay. He said she would come back if the money is right. Okay, Phaedra got that voodoo for you. Okay. She is definitely coming back. I hope she comes back. She will save them, bring Phaedra back. Well, if Phaedra comes back and Candy leaves, like, that would be not fun. I need Candy to be there so they can go head to head. I need Candy to go head to head with Phaedra. I would get my life. I know y'all.
That's it for that. I already talked about that earlier today. Lanithia opened up her loot lounge. She is also headed to Zeus, but she gifted her lounge to her son Brent. After opening it, I'm sure that all the other businesses, stuff that she has going on, she probably didn't have much time. The word is that she's heading on to Zeus for a new show. Who knows? I feel like that she will come back to the Housewives pretty soon. You guys let me know what y'all think about that. I'm going to have to go now because I have some other things that I have to do. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you for your support. Like, share, subscribe this channel. Also hit the notification button when I'm live. Still learning how to do this. I've said this before. Just thank you for your support and continue to support. That helps a lot. And I will see you guys later. Thank you.